Tuko na organization inaitwa Self-Sufficient Africa. Sana sana tuna deal na create content kuhusu ukulima generally kwa watu wanaweza jitosheleza kwa everything Kenya wako nayo nyumbani.
So Justus bought one piece and you'll be surprised how many seedlings we raised from this one seedling. Our main aim is to produce food organically. We reared the cow, not for the production of milk, but for the production of this waste. We have zero bills on cooking energy. We don't buy any gas.
I think this is the freedom. And the system is independent people, because if you can produce your own food, if you can produce your own power, if you can produce your water on your side, so it means that the system has nothing to sell to you. Even the biogas, you have your own biogas. So it means that the system cannot manipulate you and cannot control you. So you should be your own system and be independent.
Welcome to Eldoret, where innovation meets sustainability. Meet Justus Kiptoo, a self-sufficient farmer whose farm runs like a perfectly tuned machine, where nothing goes to waste and everything works together.
My name is Justus Kiptoo. I am from Eldoret, Wasingishu. I am a self-sufficient farmer, and that's why I started self-sufficiency.
Justus produces his own electricity through solar panels, which pump water for irrigation and lighting up his compound. He keeps a cow for biogas and milk production. He plants bananas, kales, and napier grass to feed the livestock, which produces manure, rears poultry for manure production, and pest control. Generally, his farm is sustainable. Each segment benefits the other.
Tuko na organization inaitwa Self-Sufficient Africa. Sana sana tuna deal na create content kuhusu ukulima generally kwa watu wanaweza jitosheleza kwa everything Kenya wako nayo nyumbani. Pia Kenya ilitumotivate tuanzishe hiyo kampuni ni juu tulirealize sisi kama Gen Z vijana wadogo hatuje embrace sana agriculture. So at least mtu tukiweza enda kuonesha hiyo videos na tushare kwa community, watu wanaweza ona kumbe hii kitu inawezekana na pia wafanye. Sana sana kwa watu wenye wako self sufficient, yani wanatosheleza kwa kila kitu yenye wako nayo kwa shamba yao.
But Justus doesn't do it alone. He works with a dedicated team like Steven, who helps manage the farm's many sections.
Kwa Self-Sufficient Africa, mimi ndio ni chairman, na pia niko na timu yangu ya secretary na treasurer na all media team ambayo tuna work now.
Okay, my name is Steven. I am from Eldoret, Wasingishu County. I love making contents, and when Self-Sufficient Africa was created, I joined as a content creator, as a video editor, and the main purpose of creating Self-Sufficient was to educate Africa or the globe at large about being self-sufficient, because someone said who controls your food controls you, and that is the purpose of creating Self-Sufficient Africa, because we wanted to educate people on the importance of being self-sufficient and how you can produce your own food from a small piece of land. It is not necessarily to have a bigger land so that you can produce goods, but you can produce from that small piece. So we are self-sufficient farmers from Self-Sufficient Africa, And as they usually say, when we come together, great things happen, and that is why we came together. He loves agriculture, I love media, so we are giving people the knowledge about self-sufficiency. So welcome to the farm and enjoy being self-sufficient farmer.
In the seedling nursery, it's all about smart spacing, maximizing output for every seedbed. And under shade nets, seedlings grow stronger and healthier, protected from harsh weather.
So this is where we raise our seedlings. We raise them in this shed, and there's a reason why we do here. So we will start from there. That is where we raise the seeds. Actually, we don't buy seeds, we raise them. Sometimes like things like tomatoes, we slice them, we remove the seeds, and then we dry them and we raise them here from the scratch. That is the purpose, and it is purely organic. Our seeds, we raise them in cones. These are the cones, and there are so many advantages of raising the seedlings from through these cones. First is it is easy to control the pests, and also to remove weeds, and also it is easy to water, because when you pour water here, the cones help you, the drainage of water is maintained because of this. So another thing is it is easy to apply manure. As you can see, this is cow dung from the cow. You can see it is nice. It is good raising them here, and we raise them separately, like you can see here. These are pilipili hoho, and here we have dania, we have cabbage, and so from here then we take them to the shamba. We decided to put the seedlings here in this shed because it prevents direct sunlight. As you know, raising seedlings, they are young, so they are not affected by sunlight. And also this shed prevents pests, things like grasshopper. Things like a grasshopper, when they come from outside, they are trapped, and therefore the seeds here are healthy, free from diseases. Apart from because when you raise seedlings, you need to spray them to prevent diseases. We actually use organic method. We crush things like onions, spring onions. We also have pilipili, the chili. We crush them, or we can even intercrop them here. And when you intercrop, they have the smell. They repel the insects, and that is why you can even see we don't have any signs of pests, because they are controlled organically.
Every plant in this farm its seeds are recycled from maybe the mature plant. We can get the good seedlings so that we can raise them with good seeds. We can collect good seeds so that we can come and replant here, so that we can raise seedlings and then take it back to the farm. So everything it's a circular economy. From the plant, mature plant, we get the seeds. After the seeds, we raise the seedling here, and then we take it back to the farm. So we are self-sufficient.
Actually, it is cheap, because you don't buy them. We raise them from the mother plant. And also it's a good way because we maintain that generation that is free from pests and diseases, because you can source seeds from elsewhere and they are infected. So because we are in urban center, space is a bit difficult, and therefore when you use these cones, they minimize the space but actually maximizes the output. As you can see, this shed, it's about 3 meters, and we have put at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cones. We have minimized the space, and in one cone because they are in steps, you can see that you will raise more seedlings in one cone compared to when you plant in a flat surface. That is a very good advantage, and also it is easy to control the pests and diseases. It is easy to irrigate. Actually, it is easy to manage.
The flower beds, raised and radiant, are not just for beauty. These blooms are nurtured for both the market and the soul. Each petal is grown with purpose.
So apart from raising seedlings for food production, we also have different types of flowers that we raise here for beauty. Around the compound, you can see we have planted flowers, and also we also sell some of them to the nearby neighbors, or also some people who come visit here, we sell them, and we get some money from them. And we also, as you can see, there are variety. We also have strawberry. By the way, from this one strawberry, you can even plant even 1 acre from this one strawberry. There are some strawberries that we planted on the farm. Mr. Justus bought one piece, and you'll be surprised how many seedlings we raised from this one seedling. Let's go to the main shamba. So just like the way we print money, this is our factory. This is where we print food. You can see we have a black nightshade or managu. We also have sukuma wiki. At the far end we have strawberries, we have spring onions, and at the far end we have bananas that we have planted over there.
On the main farm, fruits and vegetables flourish. No synthetic chemicals, just nature doing what it does best.
So, most of the manure that comes here, actually we don't buy. It comes from a small zero grazing that we have over there. So we decided to plant different types of vegetables here because what we do when we harvest, like this section here we have planted managu, and here we have planted sukuma wiki. We had planted managu here and we had planted sukuma wiki here, so we interchange them because of fixation of nutrients. There are some nutrients that they are consumed by managu and they are not consumed by sukuma wiki, and there are others that are consumed by sukuma wiki that are not consumed by managu. So we interchange to make sure that the soil is actually maximized in terms of nutrients. You can see over there we have a chili. You might ask yourself why we have that chili there. It is actually not for consumption. It is for pest control. When they produce the fruits, the chili, we crush them, we grind them, we add water, and then we spray on this shamba. It is a way of controlling pests. And as I told you, we also have the spring onions. The onions also, when we crush them, we add water, we create a solution, we spray, and they control pests. In this farm we do organic farming. You can see the way we control our pests, the manure that we apply to them. It is purely organic. Let's come to irrigation. We use drip irrigation, and it is to control the amount of water that we supply to the plant. In this pipe, we have a hole here that goes directly to where the crop is, and therefore the plant will make sure that it maximizes that amount of water. You can move over there so that I can show you the strawberries that we planted from one seedling, and we have a lot. In fact, that is where we remove them and we propagate for sale. Let's move over there. We also have strawberry, and as I told you, these strawberries we raise them from one seedling, and as you can see, we have so many. These are 2 rows of strawberry. Strawberry, they are easy to control because they don't require much. They only require frequent supply of water and manure. We don't use chemicals here because they are consumed daily. You find a flower today, tomorrow it's already a ripened fruit. A fruit that is like this one, for example, this one, as you can see, it is already starting to turn the color. By evening, it will be ready. So we don't use chemicals at all because of consumption. What strawberry requires is frequent supply of water. If you want it not to produce fruits, then you stop supplying water. We also sell them, we consume them, and one seedling costs 50 shillings. And the advantage is that when you buy one, you don't need to buy any other. You will produce your own from that one seedling.
Kales aren't just food for the family. They are also feed for chicken, goats, sheep, and even cows. One crop, multiple benefits.
The sukuma wiki that we raised from the shed, we have planted here. And as you can see, it is purely organic. We have applied, this is manure from, we have goats, 2 goats over there and some sheep that we transfer their waste directly here. That means the sukuma wiki that we plant here is purely organic. And after raising the sukuma wiki, when they are ready to be harvested, we consume, and also the stock are taken back to feed the same cows, the same cow and the goats and the sheep, and also the chicken. Therefore, we are doing what we call a circular economy, a way of making sure that these feeds these, the benefits are all round.
Spring onions here do more than flavor food. They act as natural pest repellents, keeping the garden safe the organic way.
We also have spring onions, and we don't plant them mainly for consumption. We plant them mainly to control pests and diseases because we are doing organic farming. So the main purpose of this, when a certain height like this one, we usually cut, we mash them, we crush them, we add water, and then we spray to our crops. Because as you can see, there are so many. If we consume, we will not finish all of them. So the main reason of planting them is to use the solution to control pests and diseases.
And when it comes to water, the farm uses boreholes and a smart mix of drip and sprinkler irrigation, preventing soil erosion and conserving every precious drop.
So we all know that water is life, and for you to become a self-sufficient farmer, you need to make sure that you have a good supply of water. We have a borehole that is about 25 feet. Actually, we have 2 boreholes. The other one that is on the other side is usually for consumption and cooking, washing, and other things. But for this one is mainly for agriculture. We have it over there, and we usually use solar energy to pump it. So we have continuous supply of water, whether it is dry season or rainy season. We usually have continuous supply of water. As you can see, we have a water tank over there that we have put at the corner there, and from there the water flows through gravity to those pipes, and in every section of this small shamba, we have taps, we have along the footpath, that is where we have put the pipes to make sure that when we are digging or when we are preparing the land, we don't damage the pipes. We use drip irrigation because it is easy to control. You can just open the valve for about 30 minutes and then you close, and then because we use solar energy to pump, it is I can actually say that it is free. The water is free here because we use solar, and we also use sprinklers sometimes to in sections where we have where the crops are still young, because they need at least the water in form of rain.
Inside the greenhouse, cucumbers climb towards the sun, protected, hydrated, and thriving.
So this structure, as you can see, most of the greenhouse are constructed using steel, but we decided to use the wooden structure because it is cheap, and also it is locally available when you compare to using steel. And we also have we have used this rope over here because as cucumber are climbing plants, and therefore the rope will help them to make sure that they are upright, and also the fruits, they will be hanging, and they will not be in contact with the soil, which might cause rotting. And also it is easy to manage when they are upright. And also the far end, you can see it is a bit ventilated. It's a bit ventilated to make sure that we control that optimum temperature.
Bananas and napier grass feed the livestock. The cows, however, aren't just raised for milk.
So in this section we have planted bananas, and we also have this type of napier grass. It is called super napier. It grows very fast, and the reason of planting this type of napier grass is because when we are milking, we need to feed the cow. So we usually cut them and feed them to the cows, and therefore you need to plant a type of napier grass that grows very fast. Also the banana leaves, we usually cut them when we are doing pruning, and then we feed them to the cows. As you can see, we have dug some ridges over there, and if you see close enough, you will realize that there is a silary material, and the cow dung comes direct from the dairy, and then it flows this way, and therefore the napier grass, they consume them direct, and also the banana plant. Welcome to the dairy section, where we have one cow here. We also have goats and sheep. This section, mainly we did not rear the cow because of milk production, but the main purpose was because of production of manure. Because when you remove the cow dung from here, you will take it direct to the biogas, and the biogas digester will give you biogas, and at the same time give you organic manure. That is the silary, and that is the main reason why we have the cow. The milk from the cow we usually consume. We consume as fresh milk for the production of tea, and also production of fermented milk, and also the surplus is the one that we sell, so that you can get the money at least to buy some extra feed for the cow. The manure that we get from the cow dung, we take them to the farm after we have we have got the methane gas, which is the biogas. We take the celery to the farm for the production of napier grass and also food. And the napier grass, we now feed the cow. That means we are doing what we call circular economy. Nothing goes to waste.
Goats and sheep contribute rich manure. Chicken provide eggs, meat, and more manure, completing a circle of life that fuels this entire operation.
These are maize stalks that we have grinded to produce these feeds for the cow, the sheep, and the goats. And they are mainly from maize stalk. Some people usually burn them, but instead of burning them, you just grind them, and you can add molasses or any other extra feeds, maybe from sukuma wiki, and they supplement, and you feed the cows and the goats, and therefore they help reducing they help reduce the cost of production. As you can see over here, this is salt that is specifically meant for livestock. They boost metabolism. So welcome to this section where we have the kitchen structure. This is where we rear our chickens. So you cannot eat vegetables throughout, and that is why we have chicken here. We have raised chicken for production of meat and also production of eggs that we consume, and the extra one we sell so that we can buy some feeds. So most of them are free range. We just open, they walk around, they eat worms, and they also eat grass, which is very good for their health. As you can see, this structure is well ventilated. This section here, we have put wire mesh to allow easy in and outflow of air. On the floor we have sawdust, and the purpose of the sawdust is to provide warmth, to make sure that it is easy to clean. The chicken waste, the chicken poop, we just clean alongside the sawdust, and after removing the sawdust here, we don't just pour out. We take it to the farm because one, the sawdust will act as mulch, therefore preventing evaporation, and also when it decomposes, it becomes organic manure. You cannot compare chicken waste with the cow dung. Chicken waste is easily absorbed by animals, absorbed by plants. Within 2 to 3 days, you will see the results as compared to cow dung. Cow dung, when you apply in this season, it will be used for the next season. But chicken waste is easily absorbed by the plants, and that is how we make sure that we have continuous supply of meats, continuous supply of eggs, and continuous supply of the chicken manure that is so good in production of crops in the shamba. And also the waste that we get from sukuma wiki and other vegetables, we don't dispose them. We take it back here, and they are consumed by the chicken. Therefore, nothing goes to waste. That is the advantages of having a circular economy.
With no power bills, no gas costs, and no chemical purchases, Justus and his team live in a world without utility bills, just pure productivity.
So since our main aim is to produce food organically, we reared the cow, not for the production of milk, but for the production of this waste. The purpose of this waste was initially we used to put there in that compost pit, and after 3 to 4 months we will take it to the farm to use it as a organic fertilizer. But that was a longer period, because 3 to 4 months, it's a longer period and you need to produce food. And when you take it direct to the farm, because it has methane gas, it will burn the crops. And that is the reason why we had to install this biogas digester. Now, what happens here? When we clean the dairy in the morning, we bring the cow dung here. 1 bucket of cow dung you mix with one bucket of water. That is around 20 liters of water with 20 liters of cow dung. Now, when you put here, you mix, and after mixing, you remove any foreign material. You remove foreign material like grass, if it is stone that comes from the food waste, and then you mix it to get at least a smoother particle, and then this solution now you put it here. This is the inlet. This is the inlet. When you put inside here, the digester will convert the gas from the cow dung into methane gas. After it has undergone digestion, this is the outlet, and as you can see, they have indicated here as fertilizer. So the waste that goes here, you take it direct to the farm. And because we have removed methane gas, it means it is now ready for absorption by the plants. And that is the advantage of having a biogas digester, because you won't need to put your organic waste for 3 to 4 months so that you can take it to the farm. Now, this pipe here is the one that takes the gas to the kitchen. We use it as cooking gas. That means we have 0 bills on cooking energy. We don't buy any gas. And that is the main reason why I told you we are keeping the cow not for the production of milk, but for the production of cow dung, because you will have cow dung and at the same time you will have biogas. The milk is just by the way. Yes, we will have killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
At our farm, we are 100% self-sufficient in power because we use solar panels in generating power, and we have installed almost 4,400 watts of solar, and also we have 5 kVA inverter and 800 Ah of battery. So all these solar panels is used to generate electricity that can be used at the household and also at the farm. We don't pay any bills because we don't use Kenya Power tokens or any bill from KPLC. This system, I think it is self-sufficient because it can run for even 24 hours, charging itself, and also at the night time it stores the power on the battery. Also, we have the internet here. We have connected the internet here because it is easy to monitor the cost of maybe what you are generating on your phone. So you can see, you can check on the battery level on your phone, the consumption, and also what the solar is generating. At our farm, because here we are almost we are experiencing sunlight from maybe 9 AM to maybe 4, so we have constant production throughout the day, and at almost 12 PM our batteries is 100% full, so we are using the solar directly. Also, we have the changer here. These are the changer because anytime there is if the solar has gone off, it can change directly to the electricity. without interfering with anything. So without even, you will not feel the difference, because that is the automatic switch. I can advise now the government is that people like us who are producing electricity, we can still take back to the grid and maybe earn some money, because this system, I think it is not fully utilized, because on our end, from maybe 12 p.m. we are almost full, so the other generation just goes to waste. Also, this whole system, it was all us. We have a company which installs everything here, and it's so cheap, because if you have your monthly bills, if you calculate, maybe you are paying like 10,000 per month, and in 3 years, when you use this system, in 3 years you will have paid everything. So it is more advantage having the solar panels. Also, if you need similar system, our system is not so costly. If you want this kind of the system, you can just contact us.
Their advice: farming like this isn't just possible, it's powerful.
So being a self-sufficient farmer is something good, something that will save on your cost of produce, because you will not need to buy anything. The only thing that you might need to buy is something like sugar, because you can't produce sugar in your farm, or maybe rice, or something that can't be produced in small scale. But the other things like food, vegetables, spices, you can just produce from your farm. All that you need to do is to make a plan in that small shamba that you have. It doesn't matter whether it is big or small. The only thing that matters is how you plan it. Have a source of water. The source of water needs to be cost efficient, in that you need to pump it using solar energy. And that solar energy will not only pump you water, but it will also provide electricity for your appliances. And also you need to have cow that will produce milk for consumption and sell. And also it will give you cow dung that will produce biogas. And from biogas you'll have celery material that will go to the shamba to use it as organic fertilizer. And also if you keep chicken, you will have milk. You will have eggs. You will have meat. You will also sell, and you will earn some money. And at the shamba, you do recycling of resources. If it is vegetable, if you consume vegetables, the remaining stocks, you feed them to the cows, the sheep, the goats, and in reward, they will give you the waste product that are also being taken to the farm. So everything is circular.
If you want to choose freedom, you should be self-sufficient, because if you produce everything at your farm, it means that you will not spend a lot of money. So it means that you will not work. So I can advise everybody, go, if you are young now or old, look for somewhere which you can start a self-sufficient farm, because I think this is the freedom. And the system is independent people, because if you can produce your own food, if you can produce your own power, if you can produce your water on your side, so it means that the system has nothing to sell to you. Even the biogas, you have your own biogas. So it means that the system cannot manipulate you and cannot control you. So you should be your own system and be independent.
This isn't just a farm, it's the future. And the future is organic, sustainable, and self-sufficient.
So if you want to learn about self-sufficient, we have our contacts. Contact us and we'll offer training at an affordable price. And also if you want installation of biogas, if you want installation of solar panels, if you want planning of your shamba to make sure. Even there was a farmer we trained in 1/8 of her land. She was able to achieve a lot. The house was there. She was keeping cows, goats, sheep in that 1/8 of her land, and it was successful. Therefore, you also, you can become a successful self-sufficient farmer if you get the knowledge.